Since this program was organized, we welcome you, sir. I request Madam Kirti Tiwari ji to please take the Koran sir to sir. Thank you, ma'am. We also welcome Madam Kirti Tiwari ji. I request Smita Singh.
It was necessary to have some discussion, some recapitulation, walking down memory line, and that's why we thought we'll have a talk also in the evening. We had taken the preamble as the prize in the morning, but we wanted to illuminate our minds, because only by constant knowledge and elucidation by scholars we can progress. And as Swami Vivekananda said, strength is life, weakness is death. And strength comes through knowledge, and knowledge comes when we have interpersonal relationship. Everything cannot be Googleized. So in the right earnest, we were looking for some erudite scholar who could come and throw light on the constitutional day. We were fortunate to get time from the busy schedule of Mr. Koteshwar Singh Justice in the Guwahati High Court. There can't be a better choice than him for this topic, because it's the job of the media to be a watchdog. When media criticizes, when media uses its analysis, we have no right to protest, because probably that is the test of fire from which good iron is made, as was said by Abraham Lincoln.
General Northeast Zone, Shri L.R. Vishwanath, Joint Director PIB Guwahati, Madam Kirti Tiwari ji, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. 26th November, today, it is a historic day for us Indians. It's a very important date in our nation's history. For today, we celebrate the Constitution Day, also called as Samvidhan Divas. India, as we know, prior to the independence, was a colony, and under the British rule for about 2 centuries.
WhatsApp, Twitter, the government doesn't have control. The court doesn't have a control. Why are they control? They are all abroad. The issues, they are issues that challenge before facing before us also. How to issue an injunction if somebody is going to publish some in WhatsApps and Twitters and Facebooks. In what way we prevent the misuse of the social media? There are big issues. We don't have a ready-made answer for that. Today, about 500 million Indians are using internet. Perhaps more than that, because this survey was made in 2018. 1 year, perhaps much more now. Which is a growth over 65% of what it used to be in 2016. And with the acquisition of WhatsApp by Facebook in 2014, this messaging application has now over 200 million users in India. I am told that perhaps India is one of the largest users. Honorable Minister Ravi Prasad ji was addressing us. The enormous use of this technology. There are about 300 million Twitter accounts and close to 294 million Facebook accounts in India. And we have this growth of these 4Gs also, mobile phones. Howsoever we are doing that, the lawyers have not been, the media has not been very, very kind to us. I am not saying good things about us, but you have not been doing the great works done by the judicial system in this country. We hardly find any mention of the activities of judicial system. Hundreds of judges doing their work. Yes, you will find black ships everywhere. There will be issues. Yes, now what we've seen last month, the lawyers and the police clashing, it's shocking to us. We just cannot accept the behavior from the lawyers, howsoever grave the provocation from the police. This is not the way lawyers should behave. But then, this is a perception. So it percolates down to what situation it is. The people think that yes, this is how the court functions. That's how because see, court is also the product of this constitution. When all the organs of the constitution are made fun of, made mockery or taken lightly, ultimately which is the casualty? The constitution itself. Therefore there is a big challenge also before the media. How to portray the correct picture. We are not saying that don't criticize us, please do. That's how we come to know our problems. But the positive aspects of the legal system, in my view, has to be brought out much more louder, much more clearer. That is the feeling among in the judicial circles. Just to give an example, the Legal Service Authority, what is this for? It is having enacted by an act of the Parliament, the Legal Services Authorities Act of 1987. I don't think many people know in this country what is this all act for. A lot of works have been done. This act has been enacted to help the poor, the downtrodden, the weaker section of society to have access to justice. How do we have access to justice? Obviously, the poor, the downtrodden, the weaker section of societies, they don't know how this law operates. It makes for them, going to court it's a real torture. Nobody would like to enter a courtroom. Nobody would like to go to see how court works. Because everything is so strange for a common man. For a common man, the language used by lawyers and judges is all foreign to him. They can understand sprinkling words of English, but all the expressions are all foreign to him. Therefore, we have to demystify. That we demystify the system. That we make it more. One of the basic essence of democracy is the rule of law, and one of the basic tenet of rule of law is that everybody is equal, nobody is above law. But somebody can be head of the state for life till you die. Cannot be criticized. If you criticize the king of a country, neighboring country, you can be held up. You can be punished. You can be jailed. There's a law followed in many countries, but they are all plaintive democracies. But I would say the true democracy is where the preamblic ideas are followed. To follow it, we must imbibe it. We must practice ourselves. That is very important. So I think today's day is a reminder to all of us that we must remember the values which shaped this country, the Constitution, the 70 years of existence. We are a growing democracy. We are a growing democracy. And in this pathway, the Constitution is giving a beacon, a shining lamp, showing us the path. If we stray from this path, only the problems, we are welcoming only problems. But if we continue to tread the path shown by the shining light of Constitution, with the values, I am sure we will have a great country.